It worked. It worked, it worked. All right, so time for an update. This has been a journey. Last time you saw this, I was showing you the lighting system that I installed, which is done on the UpTOP Overland roof rack. This is the Kilo roof rack, or maybe it's the Zulu, I'm sorry, I forgot. But I got the camp lights right here, which are really great for lighting the area whenever I'm at camp. I really love it. And then I've removed the light bar up top, so no more light bar up top. I actually sold that to my friend Jason. He has that on his Tacoma. I'll throw some pictures up of that. Really clean Tacoma. Love his build. And then I added some ditch lights from Auxbeam. All of this is not sponsored, by the way. I wanted to just kind of make that clear, just in case anyone thought, you know, that someone sent me any of these products. All of this is paid by my money. I put the Auxbeam lights on a Rego fabrication ditch light mount, which has been I love this mount. The installation was not very fun, but this is a really nice mount. I'm going to add some more accessories to it. I need to add a radio antenna, of course. Then I added some dust. Let me flip it around. I added some dust lights. Now this is really cool, because now when I'm on a trail and there's a lot of dust and sand, or even snow, or just really, bad weather conditions, I can have these on very dim. These are essentially fog lights, so they do exactly what you want them to do, which is emit like a nice spread of light, which is really cool. And also it has like a side kind of light as well to kind of do kind of like little mini ditch lights or directional lights, lenses, I guess you could call them, bulbs. And most importantly, Jason almost fell. Jason and I spent quite a bit of time rewiring the entire setup. And the reason why we did that is because the way I had it was terrible. So if you think about it, there's 3 wires for each of these lights, and when I had the light bar, there was an additional 3 wires. So that means that there was a total of 15 wires, and that was ridiculous. So now I have everything soldered into a total of 4 wires, and that is because I had to bring extra wires for the dust lights. But now it's a nice clean setup. This will stay nice. And I cut this a little short because last time when I applied it, this was hitting and it eventually ripped it off, especially in the snow, getting like a whole bunch of packed in snow here. It ended up ripping off. So I cut it to about right here, so it'll clear it. It's nice running in here very cleanly. My beautiful bolts, you know what I'm saying? You'd think that's like sand, but no, it's rust. All right, let's get to the engine. First things first, got the hood struts. All right, so wiring. It's still a little dusty. Just in case you missed the last episode of how I electrocuted myself. This is a power block and a ground block that is coming from the rear battery. True Automotive did this for me. They did a great job. And what this did is brought a lot of power up to the front. Then I have a power and a ground running across the radiator and through and up right here, real clean, and going right into my Garmin PowerSwitch. And that's all the wiring for everything. That includes the that includes the winch, which you see I have it coming through here, up and over, pulled away from the radiator, wrapped and protected, all good. And this is our beautiful wiring job, proper grounding. So let's test out some of these lights here. So on channel 1, I have amber lights. So that's amber on both sides. And then on number 2, I have white. And white's my favorite, obviously, because when the tint is on, it's just white everywhere. It's awesome. Definitely biased towards the white. These are my DRLs. So these come on when the engine is running automatically. I have that wired through the power switch as well. Looks really cool. They're pointed at this angle so that they can point into the ditch. So I'll show you in a second why, but since these are not street legal to run on the road in ditch light mode, like I couldn't use those as a fog light or any type of light while I'm driving, but I can use these because this is just a kind of a light to kind of make my presence known on the road, especially during, inclement weather. Having a black vehicle that's wrapped black does, kind of make you a hard target at night. So they might miss me. Let's see what else. The next channel we'll talk about is the 4th channel, and that is the lights in the back, the dust lights. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? It looks so cool. It's clean too. Let me take a step up so you can see. Look at that. It's like perfect fit, man. If y'all don't know about that subreddit, like, this deserves it. Hey, I measured that perfectly. It's so cool. All right. So that is the 4th channel. Next, you got the 5th channel, which are the ditch lights. So this comes on in a flood pattern. You see how bright those are? And right now I have the amber gels on them, just because I don't want bugs to dirty up the actual lights, and I don't want to put on the black ones because they say Auxbeam. And as you can see, I am a fairly minimal vehicle, intentionally. So I like the amber look. It kind of breaks up the black and white a little bit. Kind of goes with these as well, turn signals. But yep, those are the floodlights, ditch lights. Okay, and last but not least, the way I electrocuted myself. Yeah, you see that? That is my light bar. I left the ground and yeah, I left the ground disconnected and I drove somewhere and I think it shorted out. It burned the cable down a little bit. I cut the cable, but I still think I should have cut further. And yeah, just some lessons learned. Jason and I, man, we spent like, I swear, it felt like maybe 20 hours, 25 hours it felt like, on wiring this up neatly so I can get into the fuse box easily, and that everything was grounded, everything was protected, and that everything looks clean and kind of OEM. I mean, nothing really stands out just yet. I would really like to relocate this somewhere cleaner, but the way I have it right now, I think it's good. All right, so let's test out the winch. You know, look, car's on and you see what light's on. Yep, it's working. All right, I need to move the vehicle. You guys can get a witness how it shuts off because it's a hybrid. So you saw how it turned on and now it's just quiet. This is the American version. This is the Land Cruiser in quotation marks. We don't have diesel like the cool kids in Australia, but we make do. All right, I just need to move this forward. All right. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna test the winch, because it's been a minute since I've unwound it and it's about time I rewound it up, because that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, wireless winch gone bad. Yep, this is why you should, what's the batteries? Let me see. Actually, you know what? Let's pretend I'm on a trail. Let's learn a lesson together. If I was on a trail and I didn't have batteries for this, could I reach my bumper? Could I reach my bumper and plug it in? And I would say the answer is no. Well, hold on, let's see. Yeah, I probably could. I'd have to take my watch off, but I probably could get up in there. Oh, I know why it was left on. So I could get in here and plug it in if I needed to. All right, that's cool. Good to know. And look at this battery. What kind of freaking battery is this? Hair deer. Yep. I would have been screwed. So I'm going to plug this in so I can test out this winch. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, we're ready. All right, so I need to grab the cable now. Hey man, high tech, low life. So I'm definitely gonna have to order a new thing. It works. It wasn't so bad. My hands were slightly bigger. I would have been screwed though. That's crazy with the battery. Part of it was probably because I left my winch on, and I do that like an idiot. Cause I just have that fear, like the freaking winch is gonna like unspool. But at the same time, a crazy radio frequency could just make it unspool. So I don't know, man. I'm just messing with y'all. That's I'm that generation that grew up watching Final Destination. You know what I'm saying? So think about really dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. Always wear gloves. All right, let's see. I pretty much unspooled about, let's just say 40 to 50% of it maybe. I'm gonna do the last half while running my inverter, because my fridge actually needs to charge right now. Sorry, my Blue Eddy battery needs to charge. And now that it is on, it's charging way over there. AC outlet, look at that. Look how fast this thing's about to charge. Almost 1300 watts, 1400 watts. You gonna get to 1500? Oh, that's it. All right, it's gonna take 0.4 hours to finish charging. Pretty cool. And the fridge right now is using 3 watts. Yep. All right, so we're charging that. we're going to see if there is some way to monitor things here. Now, that inverter is running off of the battery. So this is all still separate electrical systems, so we shouldn't have any issues, but this is a test. Oh shit. Alright, so all you're gonna do is you're gonna put some tension on it, basically like fall back on it. You ready? I had to reach my hand in there and plug it in because the battery died.
You had to reach your hand in there?
Yeah, I had to do like surgery.
Oh god.
I look like I'm delivering like a baby calf. Look, I gotta take my watch off. Look, bigger.
Oh yeah.
It worked. It worked. So the inverter was running that whole time. We'll see how it worked. Let me pack up all this stuff. I did not do a test fit of my fridge slide like I wanted to. Maybe I'll do that. Just let me get packed up and I'll see.